I said yesterday, I think, when it was crashing, I said, just put a buy around 33, and that's exactly where it went to. So this is the SPXU, and I'm looking at it from a number of different things. What I'm seeing also is this falling wedge pattern. So this is the inverse of the S&P. So if this goes down, it means the S&P is going up. So you're right now at this just moment of truth in this wedge. So typically when we see these falling wedge, possible to come out, and then these are typically can be reversal patterns. And I do expect that. I think we're getting very, very close to some kind of peak in the S&P around 4,200, which would, kind of coincide around this area. So, I always look for the market to tell me. So I can have my suspicions and whatever, but optimally, I'd like to see one of these today. So I'm always looking for something to kind of give me an indication. Now, sometimes these things, they close on the low and then they just get going. So it's not perfect, but we're just touching this lower end here. And I have a feeling that this is going to be a trap down here where it's going to sneak out here and then go that way, which means the market goes lower. Another bear market indicator, FAZ, these are all kind of inverse. So sometimes I try and take a look at the opposite. So this kind of broke out. Now we'll have to see if, this is going to form a little bottom here and go the other way. We had this bottom here and it went up. Now maybe we get another bottom here. So I think we're getting close. We're getting pretty long in the tooth in this rally. This is the HYG. So we have a jobs report tomorrow. It's going to dictate Fed policy and interest rates and all of that stuff. And I'm watching this HYG. I don't know if it's a trap up here. It could be. I bought some calls just because it closed pretty well. You have this reverse broadening formation, which is an implication that we should go that way. We've broken out. What I like about this is that we broke out. We retested the breakout, and now it looks like we could be going to make new highs. So I bought the 78s or the 78s and a half for next week. I bought the calls yesterday. So we're just kind of breaking out on this thing. And, I don't know if we, kind of go a little bit higher, but right now, we've broken out, we retested, and if we make a new high today, then this breakout looks like it could be real. All of these things could be fake outs. I mean, by next week, we could see something like this. So I'm very itchy on the trigger on a lot of these things. The triple Qs were right here. I mean, look at that. We're right there. This should be it. And we've got a jobs report tomorrow, which is likely a catalyst. So you can see, look at this, that we've just retested the breakout area and we're right at this moment of truth here. So I think it's done. So you can see there's two reversals right here, not too far away. So I don't know what that is, about 325 or so. That's about 331. And we're 322. So somewhere between 332 and 331 is, I think we are getting very long in the tooth in this whole thing. See, I do believe that this is the pattern on the S&P, that we've got this kind of ascending broadening pattern. And this is, what broke out. Now you can see we are just, in this neighborhood where we broke out, we retested. Typically, look, if this thing goes back up here, it's a new ball game. So I just look at it, see how markets, trade within the context of these patterns. And it looks like, we are very close to a verdict. I want to see some confirmation. So this would kind of tell me that, but even if you got one of these, even if it were reversed, well, maybe it can go clear through this thing, but it's got to clear through all of this stuff. So, this is why we just kind of have to watch it. So even if I see this as a short, I don't know. I mean, by the end of the week, by tomorrow, we could look like that. I mean, we are in this area. We are really in a make or break. You can see how the NASDAQ is kissing that channel. The S&P is kissing this 4150 to 4200. And I feel like this should be it. I feel like we are getting so close to this thing turning. And I already see it's kind of turning in the pre-market here. We are very close to, a major top. The UK raised interest rates yesterday. So
that was today, actually.
Today, yeah. This is the pound yen. And so this is starting to look very toppy. And then you have this nice key reversal. So I would short, against this, just use that as a risk. And these yen pairs look like they're starting to get tired to the upside. Or you could just wait till a penetration below that neckline again around 159. But whenever you see a reversal like this, I kind of get in and then use that as my anchor. I'd wait till tomorrow, look for some kind of rally, short it. And it just feels like this is getting pretty top heavy. It's maybe too early to commit. Yeah, it's just starting to break out of this lower. Bumble's going to the highs again. I said yesterday, I think, when it was crashing, I said, just put a buy around 33. And that's exactly where it went to. It kind of went to the lower edge of this. You can see how all of these things are in these channels. And this just went to the low end of the channel, put a nice key reversal. Path of least resistance in this thing is higher. I would buy Bumble. You could buy Bumble here, put your stop there. And that's the kind of risk rewards that, I play with in a difficult market. And if you're wrong, you're going to, lose a couple bucks.
So you can see, 45, it's 1.3 million.
$1.3 million short.
So pop out a profit for 118,000 there.
So you can see how this is going crazy now. You can see how the market just going nuts.
I bet like $1.6 million on this position. I'm showing right now $23,000 gain.